case I want to talk to you about is a case about a gentleman that was a drowning victim. He was out in a local lake that was controlled by the Department of Natural Resources, the DNR, and it's an unusual lake in that it's shallow and it's situated. It's a man-made lake and it's situated in such a way that when the wind blows across it, it creates huge waves. And they were fishing back in a cove where there wouldn't be any wind. And when they were ready to go back to the dock, they came out of that cove. And just as they came around the point and got out into the main lake, the first wave hit him and filled up the boat. And the second wave right after then turned them over. And they didn't have enough time to get to their life jackets. They had life jackets in the boat. They threw one to the young boy, and so he had one. But this gentleman didn't have enough time to get one himself. He actually got the first one out, threw it to the boy, and by then they were over. And he wasn't able to get one for himself, and he drowned. The widow went to an attorney who not only didn't think she had a case, but even laughed at her, which is sad because her husband had passed away and as a drowning victim. And what we proved is that the company that the DNR had hired to manage the lake, they had these warning sirens all around the lake, but the system wasn't working, so they didn't sound the alarm. They also had a system of determining how high the wind is, because they knew when the wind got to a certain point that it was dangerous. There had been other drownings and other people who had capsized on the lake in the past. And their weather vane didn't work that told them how fast the wind was. And even if they had been able to get out, even if they had known that there was a problem, they didn't have any way of getting their boat out onto the lake because it was in a shed where and the tractor that they had to use to get the boat out wasn't working. So it was terrible. It was just something that was bound to happen, and unfortunately it happened to this gentleman. But it resonates with me in that because what one attorney doesn't see, another attorney might see. And so, I encourage people that if they go to an attorney and they say, well, you really don't have a case, but you think you have a case, then you should contact other attorneys, because you might find an attorney that sees something in the case that another attorney didn't.